Fare thee well, noble traveller. I am yet again the Northern Crusader. I'm getting accustomed to seeing you around these parts, though perhaps that is just my nature. Fate is yet to deal us another hand, and the chalice is up for grabs. Shall we sit for another game?
Another round, and our game truly begins.
This time, what on offer is twofold. For this game, we win the Goblet. Now, the Goblet makes it so the game is a bit faster, in the sense that counterattacks stronger, you get a longer stun, and your starting gear upgrades. But bandits and skeletons get stronger, and bandits also get throwing knives. We also have up for grabs the Queen of Dust. She actually brings a curse, which is the first curse we'll ever see in the game. Moneybags. In combat, their players' movement speed is reduced by how much gold they possess. We also have 3 rock falls, which are encounters, and 3 times good fortune, which is a reward. The Bandit Queen was taken by slavers as a child and raised in the desert. Over the years, she has bribed and murdered her way to her current position as second in command of the Desert Thieves, proving herself capable of ruthless cunning.
A bold woman, this one. She did not collapse when the Empire did. No, she took up arms, organized her people, and vowed that in a country where death had gathered, she would be the one dealing it.
Makes you wonder, doesn't it? So, I am actually going to change this up, because I do not need... Well, to be fair, take the Frostfang, because that's always good. Take the Angel Wing. I think I want the Helm of Reflection as well. We'll take a couple of these, and then we'll see what we can cut out that we don't really want. We know what the healing cap does, don't we? Yes, we do. Let's take out the... Don't want to change the Rage. Let's take out a sword and an axe. That'll do nicely. And for encounters, we no longer need the river. The river has been dealt with. That's probably the most annoying event in the game for how it goes.
Some cards are locked and cannot be removed from your deck.
These memories are so intrinsic, it would appear. Let's take the Helpful Priest, the Crucible, and the Desert Storm. I love the Crucible. It's actually really fun. Anything else I want to remove? Looks like we're stuck with the Landlord in the deck. Great. I'll keep that. But for our wild card this time, we are going to take... let's take the Curse of the Lion Prince. You start at like 50 health, but you gain health for kills. Up to a max of 200. This is a really good event. Test of Pride actually requires you to have a lot of health, which, you know, is annoying. Oh, health 40, max health 40. Oops. Health gain from eating 5, health loss from starvation 10. But we get the Lion Prince helm, which means you get more health from eating as your health gets lower. We have light armor, a shield, and a sword to begin with. I love this one for when you're doing long runs, when you know you're going to be there a while, because you gain health as you go along. But let's go and face the Queen of Dust.
Now we play for the cup, the first of my symbols.
Adventure, do you mind not pouring yourself a drink while we're doing this?
I've added some cards to spice up the game. In addition to the pain and gain decks, there are now blessings and curses. Choose your steps carefully.
Blessings and curses are pretty much what they say on the tin. A blessing is a boon. It can be something simple or it can be something very powerful. A curse is the same. There's always some kind of effect on them both. So, shall we? The Twisted Canyon. You see a weapon glinting in the sunlight lying next to a skeleton at the bottom of the canyon. The walls of the canyon are covered in thick vines, perfect for climbing. Let's go. So, one failure, let's see where we go. So, I can't trust the top card, which is the far left. Oh god, wow. Very carefully you make your way to the bottom of the canyon. You retrieve the weapon from the ancient corpse. Draw one weapon card. Which apparently takes a while. Desperate Measures, I love this one! Yes, that's a good start!
That's the right approach.
Because we're going to lose max health. We're going to lose health quite quick if we get hit. So, the Helpful Priest.
Priests, gods, and eternal damnations. I have no truck with any of it.
You meet a wandering priest who greets you in a friendly manner. For a small share of your provisions, I will bless you in the name of the old gods. I'll give him half my food. It's a huge success on the far right, which is the bottom card, which I believe is you. Ah! Okay, you need huge success to get his cards. Oh, no, you don't. Okay, I guess it's just 2 blessings, just give him food. He says in a few words in the language of the old religion, and gently touches your forehead. It is done. Draw 1 blessing card. We got high constitution when I play eat food the game twice.
Will remain always active and are never removed. Unless you die, of course. Then you're back where you began, as always.
Whenever we eat food, we gain twice the usual healing. Well, yeah.
Take the token. It is yours.
I guess to get the token for that one, you just have to give him half your food, which for me is kind of cheap. Because I've got, like, no food at all. Sorry, I'm doing my jacket up, it's kind of cold in here. We have...
Every step you take consumes food, but you will also heal as you proceed.
The Landlocked Blubber. This is the first of the Kraken quest.
Win this and claim my token.
The door to the Landlocked Blubber opens with a creak, breaking the silence like a thunderclap in a tomb. The proprietor greets you. Welcome, traveller. Before I can treat you with our hospitality, I must ask you a very important question. Have you seen, heard, or, God forbid, smelled the Kraken? Why is a Kraken? The landlord stares at you in disbelief. He proceeds to rant and rave for nearly an hour before the dangers, claws, about the dangers, claws, feeding patterns, and scent of the Kraken. After which you learn that his name is Carlo, and in the past year he sailed the seas to captain. He now owns us in, and stays as far away from the sea as possible. After giving you some time to enjoy the warmth and some stale bread, Carlo approaches you. I've heard rumours of boats going missing from the small village port of Norwich. No survivors, no witnesses. Norwich Port is run by bandits, thieves and smugglers. There's no way to know what's really happening there. Perhaps you could have a look around and find out more. I would go, of course, but I have this place to look after. Carlo gestures to the empty, damp-ridden flea hole that he calls home. The card's token is now yours. You can see on the card it's got a token associated with it. It's on the bottom. The Maiden! Hello again!
Provisions are running low. Can you press on?
One day in the shady forest you encounter an elf maiden. She stops to greet you. I am Merith, the forest folk. My people have helped the mortals of this realm. Have long helped mortals of this realm. What boon will you ask of me? Ask for supplies. This bread will sustain you for many days. The dealer draws you 2 food gain cards. 5 food! Awesome! 10 food! Many enchanted weapons are powerful abilities that can turn the tide of battle, but only if their wielder remembers to use them. Farewell, mortal. And the exit.
Were you hoping this was the end? No. Another flaw awaits. This game is still only beginning. New rules, new tools, new abilities. We have far to go as yet.
Call for the priest. Another shop. In a shady grove off the beaten trail, you find a travelling merchant looking to trade with wandering adventurers. Priests have some skill in tending wounds, but they excel at removing curses. For a price, of course. Greetings, wise traveller. I have much to offer you. I do like how they actually changed the background for this. But I wonder how this guy got an entire mobile church of it. So we can buy blessings from this guy. So we could have Holy Touch, Toxic Blood, or Headman's Blessing. We can also remove curses, which costs a lot. But we can also sell him items that we don't need, for instance this nice shiny sword. And we can also buy food, which I don't really need at this moment in time. I would love to have more health, but I need a fight for that. Really, when you're using the Lion Prince deck, you won't be building a deck that has a lot of encounters. Mr. Lionel, I presume! Whilst enjoying an evening meal at a local tavern, a strange old man takes a seat next to yours. He taps your shoulder quite painfully with his wooden staff to get your attention, and you notice that he appears to be a goblin, poorly disguised as a human. His wizened face grins at you with a hint of madness. My name is Mr. Lionel. If you give me what I need, boy, I will conjure up your heart's desire with this wizarding wand of my own creation. He cackles uncontrollably for a few moments, then sits patiently waiting for your answer. Give him the bread from your plate. He considers the bread seriously, before placing it carefully in his coat pocket, seemingly satisfied. He then sits, considering you for a while before slapping the table with his hand. Ah! I know what you need! Mr. Lionel reaches behind your ear and pulls out a money bag, heavy with coins. Magic is believing in yourself. If you can do that, you can make anything happen. The dealer draws you 4 gold game cards. Nice.
A little gold.
No.
For it.
No! No! Then, before you can stop him, with inhuman speed, he snatches a pickle down off your plate and sprints out a tavern door. I do not want this much money! It's slightly painful! I haven't got the curse that makes it so we slow down the more gold we have. Which, you know, I'd rather, buy tons and tons of food, even though... No, it's not that bad, to be fair. I can actually buy a blessing from him, couldn't I? Nah! It's 75. Could have done with critical hurt toxic blood. Yeah. Messed that one up. Oh well. We'll make do. Let's move on. This merry venture next. Devil's Choice.
I like this demon. He lies as often as he tells the truth.
A cloaked devil appears in your path. I'm here to test your strength, so-called hero. Choose your foe. So, who do I feel like facing? Either way, I'd prefer to be a free of dust. Since that is whom you wish to fight, I think today I shall make you fight the others instead, just for fun. You got a 50-50 chance of if it's the one you pick or the other 2. Which, would you prefer 6 or would you prefer 5? I'd prefer 2, but, So, Lion Prince, as long as we're careful, when we get killing, we will gain health. This is one of those, I call it a juggernaut, because it takes a while to get going, but when it gets started, it doesn't stop. There. That's one already. It's also a good indicator of knowing when you've killed them, because you gain health. But we've gained 10 health out of that. Lion Prince is a slow starter, but it makes up for it. Excellent! The devil cries. You have passed my cunning test! Have some treasure! Perhaps next time our paths cross, I will kill you myself. The dealer draws you 3 game cards. Card tokens, not yours. Nice. Armory, yes! Thanks. No.
Are you a woodsman turned warrior now?
Health, I need that one. And we got the card, and we got the token. He's joking about the axe. Rockfall.
A terrifying walk to get to the Queen. So many potential places for an assailant to get the upper hand.
This could go badly. While journeying near the coast, you hear a rumble overhead. Falling rocks force you to take cover. So... no...
A choice.
I think it's you.
Select your desire.
Ah, no! You slip and stumble into the path of the rockfall. I could die from this. Lose 5 health, not bad.
Oh dear.
Lose 10 max health. It's not too bad. Just when you think it's over, a large rock bounces off your helm. Looking up, you can spot bandits in the hill above you. You hear a voice somewhere above you say, "Did I hear him?" Run up and attack bandits. 2 monster cards! Okay, we can more than make up for the health lost for this. In fact, we just lost max health. Sweet, actually makes up for it. So as long as we kill these guys, we shouldn't be in that bad nick. One's dead. Damn it! Ah! Come on. There we go. So we actually gained health out of that! Yeah, you sit there. So we're actually kind of slow. I wouldn't be surprised. We've got a big limit on the money bags. However, you loot the bodies of the fallen bandits. Draw 2 equipment cards. Oh, really?
The most fundamental symbol of might for an age.
Mercenary contract. Once per combat, you press right button to activate an aura that makes every sizzle hit. Shut up. God, I don't really
Artifacts
need that.
give you powerful abilities to use in combat.
Didn't really need that one. Hitch your ride.
It's better than trudging along a muddy road. Certainly.
You found a friendly trader willing to let you ride in his wagon. Which is how we get out.
You are close on her trail, and more confident than I had imagined. Perhaps you will play beyond this mark, and we will see your true mettle.
Test of pride. Okay, we're not going to make this one.
A challenge for you, and a token if you succeed.
Despite having rested in safety, you're suddenly awoken and surrounded by the Pride Council, the eldest of your kin who lead all of you towards reclaiming this land from the beasts. We sent you out into the wild to see if you could grow into a strong member of our pride. Now you will be judged. With every kill you've made, you grow stronger, but are you strong enough? The Pride Council sits in judgment of you. Woe be upon you! You are not yet fit to lead for our tribe. When next you meet, it would befit you to have hunted more of the prey that infests this land. After judging, the leader addresses you. The strength of the pride is the lion, and the strength of the lion is the pride. The council disappears as suddenly as they appear. Really, they're looking for you to be like 100 health or somewhere around there. It's high. A travelling heal? Okay, we try and do something. Let's try and burn some money on food and such, because I need to speed up a bit. Unless you've got max health here somewhere. No, you don't. Remove curses? No. Alright. It's a bit ridiculous doing this, but the grades are good.
I'm sure you're grateful for that.
We're not going to be as slow anymore. Anyway, so there'll be an event coming up that I need money for. Dead Man's Gorge.
You begin to see the nature of the questions we will ask. Do we look to the past or to the future? Is your decision predetermined or made in the moment?
While crossing the ancient rope bridges of Dead Man's Gorge, you hear sounds of movement from below. It's an ambush! 2 of skulls. Good thing I got desperate measures. Still, this person on 61 health, so good sign. Yeah, I'm actually a bit faster as well. One's dead already. Easy. That was easy. You recover what you can from the dead. The dealer draws you 3 game cards. Armory! Free, pick 1. Helm of Reflection, I haven't had before.
A coarse defense, but a valuable one nonetheless.
Nah, good Lion Prince helm on. Supplies. Armory. Medium armor, we've got light armor?
Distinctly average.
Yeah.
What do you expect me to say? Congratulations.
A winding
Armor
trail.
protects you from damage. The best armor, of course, does so much more.
Suddenly, a tree falls across your path, blocking the way ahead. The dealer draws you 1 monster card. Weapons bristle from the trees around you. Their wildest face obscured by the undergrowth. Give us all your gold or die! I'm gonna attack them. You should person 65 health, which is a good point to be at, actually. Besides, it's 2 of dust.
Now we begin to raise the stakes. The arena itself will fight against you. Beware of my traps.
It's a bit of a bitch like that. There are actually traps loaded around the stage, it's just you don't want to set them off. They do hurt the enemy as well, which is a good sign. You search the bodies for loot. Armory again! Frostfang! Comes with ice, which is good against lizard men. That's not bad for this measures. Swords are faster though, which is a good thing I should really bear in mind. Oh god damn it! Ah! All this way!
Gold for you, and with it, more problems.
I got 99 problems and gold ain't one. Queen of Dust. Says that Queen's more...
Noble causes turn to rotten enterprise. You may win this battle, and send the Queen to her rightful end. Yet, what have you gained in the process?
This Desert Queen is more lethal in battle than harder to kill than a regular bandit. Her blades are sharp, and she is frequently protected by a powerful crossbow.
We play for a token now.
You found the Queen of Dust. To be fair, I like the art on the card. There's 2 dust here, okay. That is one big work crossbow, I'll give it that. Slow, trip for the Queen of Dust, take out the crossbow first. Saves you a lot of time. And wow, am I slow. Ow. Now. There we go, crossbow's down, that's an easy start. Ow. Cancel you. Foolish Queen! You will not win! For I am the adventurer! You are down! And now we beat the Queen of Dust.
Inevitable, I suppose. So often those who beat plowshare to sword die by the grim instruments of their industry. Still, she fought well and bravely, which is all I expect from my pawns and players.
We got the goblet, the first of the four. So now the game gets put up a notch. One thing I like is you can actually see his symbols in the background on the left.
Symbols of my power and passed the first gate. There is no turning back now.
Well, there is, but I'm still the
Previously,
game.
I was merciful, but now I cannot be. It is begun. I crafted each of these cards over the course of years. You have taken them from me in mere moments.
For dealing with a helpful priest, you receive health potion, healer's ring, and charity. Your meeting with Carla the landlocked lubber gains you Smuggler's Wharf. For surviving the Devil's Choice, you receive Devil's Wager. As a reward for defeating my bandit queen, you receive these new cards: the Jack of Plagues, Asleep in the Forest, Field of Poppies, and Battle at Brooktop. As a reward for defeating my bandit queen, you receive Fleet Cuffs, Armor of Cold, and a huge hammer.
Come, play again.
But, fellow travellers, I would bid you let me rest for now. These games take their toll on me, as they would anyone who fights in them. My fate, once more, is to rest. Yours is to go off and come back another time. Fare thee well, fellow traveller. I am the Northern Crusader. I will see you when fate turns once more.